Hi everyone. Good evening. Just a second. Um, 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 yes. Hi everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and happy Diwali. I hope you all had an amazing weekend and a safe Diwali. दो पिछले 6 से 7 सालों से मैंने क्रैकर्स बर्न करने छोड़ दिए थे। कैसे कहा जाता है, मतलब ऐसा है भी कि पटाखों से बहुत पोल्यूशन होता है और ये सब। बचपन में मैं बहुत पटाखे जलाती थी। बट इस बार मैंने जलाए पटाखे, थोड़े पटाखे जलाए। आई होप आप लोगों ने भी खूब एंजॉय किया होगा। बहुत सारा मीठा तो नहीं खाया बिकॉज शुगर इज स्लो पॉइजन और स्किन को खराब करता है बेसिकली। सो आई एम एक्चुअली वेरी वेरी कंसर्न अबाउट दैट। तो ऑल्सो शुगर आपके ब्रेन सेल्स को स्लो करता है, तो अवॉइड शुगर। आई नो काफी लोगों को बहुत मीठा पसंद होता है, विच इज ओके ऑल्सो। बट हमको लिमिट करना चाहिए कोई भी चीज जो हमारे हेल्थ के लिए, हमारे बॉडी के लिए अच्छी नहीं है, दो इट may make your tummy happy, but it would actually upset your gut. So just take care of that. Rest, मेमोरी को थोड़ा वीकन भी करता है शुगर, यू नो। सो इसलिए थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखें, स्पेशली आप लोग एग्जाम देने वाले हैं तो इस टाइम पे थोड़ा शुगर अवॉइड करें, राइट? Alright, so I have a book recommendation for you all. There's this book called The Kite Runner. It is an amazing book. Start reading it. You can download it online. I'm not sure if it's there online, like free download. I have no idea. You can see if it's there, or you can just buy the book because books are, you know, they are an investment. So you can buy that also. Read it. Do tell me that how, like how you're actually enjoying it, or what did you understand from it. This is one latest book I've read and it's beautiful. Then there's one more book. First you read this one, The Kite Runner, and then I'll suggest one more book, right? All right, and if आप लोगों ने already पढ़ी हुई है, great. Do tell us about the book in the comment. So yes, now we are on 28th session. Congratulations, guys. दो हम लोग थोड़ा स्लो चल रहे हैं, पिछले एक हफ्ते का वीडियो आया भी नहीं because of Diwali and everything. I was not able to shoot. I'm so sorry for that. दो हमारे सेशन का नाम है सम पर्सनालिटीज। वैसे बुक में इसका नाम था हाउ टू इंसल्ट योर एनिमीज, बिकॉज द पर्सनालिटी टाइप्स विच आर देयर इन दिस बुक आर काइंड ऑफ यू नो negative, kind of negative, you know. So we'll learn about some of the personalities today and related words. So let's just see. So I've changed the name from how to insult your enemies to some personalities because there's no point on wasting your time. Anybody, you know, no requirement of insulting anyone. Just do your thing and move on. That's it, right? All right. My voice might be a little, might be sounding a little weird today. I have cold. I am not very well, but we will we have to work, right? It's very very important. Though इतने इतने दिनों से ऑफ था, तब तबीयत खराब नहीं हुआ, अब हो गया फनी। एनीवे चलो, मूविंग ऑन। फर्स्ट वर्ड हम देख लेते हैं। इट इज मार्टिनेट। ओके, सो ये इंसान जो होते हैं, ये जो पर्सनालिटी है, ये क्या होता है? ये these people, they make their rules and they have some strict rules, right? And you have to follow them. ऐसे लोग होते होंगे ना, आपने देखा होगा कि वो अपने रूल्स बनाते हैं, very strict rules, and they want you to follow it without any question. They just want to do it. Sometimes I wouldn't say enemy, मतलब है ऐसा, but sometimes it happens with our elders also. They just make some rules. They just tell us that this is what you're supposed to do, and they want us to ask no questions and just obey them, right? So this is something, वो जरूरी नहीं है उनकी पर्सनालिटी में हो. कुछ लोग होते हैं जिनकी पर्सनालिटी में होता है, दे आर लाइक दिस, that if they've said something, you are supposed to do it. Their rules are supposed to be followed, right? So these people, they want everybody to follow orders precisely, especially the orders that they have given. So this is one type, and this is what martinet. And here you can see that it's written slave driver. So these people are also, you can also call them that they want you to slave, they want you to be their slave, and they just want to drive, right? So it's that. So martinet, though I have not seen somebody like this. See, if somebody's personality is like this, that means they're always like this. Sometimes we can be like this, like our elders can be like this, that this is something what we want you to do this without any question. But that doesn't make them martinet, right? So I have not seen any personality like this अभी तक अपनी जिंदगी में. हो सकता है आप में से किसी ने ऐसे किसी इंसान को देखा हो, या आप खुद भी ऐसे हो, which is okay. But we should always, if you are listening to me and you feel that this is me, so this is your sign to change. Yeah. All right. So let's just see. This name, the origin of this name was after Jean Martinet. It has a story behind it, a long story. But we'll just see that it was Jean Martinet was the strict drill master under King Louis XIV. So he was a strict drill master. कौन होता है? Drill master are the people जो drills कराते हैं, जो punishments देते हैं अगर किसी ने कुछ सही नहीं किया तो. फिजिकल एक्सरसाइजेस कराते हैं. अब किंग के जमाने की बात है तो बहुत सारी चीजें होती होंगी, राइट? जैसे कि मे बी आर्चरी वो सिखाते हो, या कुछ टेक्निक्स सिखाते हो, या जो भी. तो ये लोग बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट होते हैं. सो ड्रिल मास्टर्स आर रियली स्ट्रिक्ट. ड्रिल मास्टर्स इनफैक्ट, अगर आप IMA इंडियन मिलिट्री एकेडमी में जाते हैं एनडीए के थ्रू या जैसे भी, और आप वहां पे ट्रेनिंग पे हैं, सो वहां पे भी ड्रिल मास्टर्स होते हैं. और ये ड्रिल मास्टर्स आपको पनिशमेंट देते हैं. लेट्स से आपने कोई असाइनमेंट नहीं किया, then these drill masters will make you, let's say they will make you run for 10 kilometers with a load on your head or your back. So these drill masters have rules. They strictly see that if you're following it or not, and they do not want you to question them, right? If I talk about the military thing, if you've done something wrong and you are given to the drill master that punish them, if they say you have to run continuously for 20 kilometers, that actually means that you have to run for 20 kilometers. You cannot stop. If you stop, he will increase 5 kilometers. This happens. So one of my friends, he's in military. So he told me this. So I can just relate. So this Jean Martinet person, he was this kind of a personality. So after him, this word has been kept, or this personality has been given this particular name, right? It is martinet. So meaning we've already learned, but let's see, refers to someone excessively strict and disciplinarian, used negatively to imply resentment, right? So it is there are people who follow rules, there are people who are disciplined, but in a positive way. Here we are talking about when it's kind of negative, right? All right. So there are some let's see adjectives and noun, which is martinetish and martinetism, which is a noun, and this is an adjective form. So आपको याद करना है, आप कर सकते हैं. दो जब भी हम किसी भी वर्ड को जान लेते हैं, उसका मीनिंग समझ लेते हैं, उसका एडजेक्टिव और उसका नाउन हम देख के समझ जाते हैं, राइट? So which is okay, you can just write down in your notes. Fine, moving forward. This person is a bootlicker. Now, this person is somebody, okay, let me give you an example. You must have seen this one person in your classroom, or this one person, let's say, at your home, who is actually always behind the higher power. They are always trying to, flatter the person who is higher in authority. Let's say, when I say about the classroom, when I say about classroom, so there's this one student always who's after behind, who's after every teacher, and is, picking up their books and bags and bottles and doing everything for them. If you were that student, let me just tell you, I am not offending anybody. But these people, some people, they do it because they feel like, they respect. Some people, they do it because they feel that they might gain something for their own benefit. They do it, right? To get something in return, right? Maybe you also have done this. I have always respected my teachers, especially one or two teachers I remember. My mentor, I remember, they've been beautiful. They've been beautiful. And I like to, draw cards for them if it's Teachers' Day, if it's their birthday or something special. So these things we do, but I or you might have never expected anything in return. Maybe a plus point, right, in your examination, no negative marking or something like that. These people who are, here, sycophants are the people who do things, who flatter, who do flattery, but want some benefit out of it, right? So these people flatter or influence people for personal gain, as you can see, not out of sincerity. You are hypocritical, mosquito, only aiming to please those who could benefit you, right? So high authorities who can actually benefit you. So this is what sycophant, right? Now we know the word for these people, right? You must have seen people like this, which is okay, right? So we all have seen such people, but now we know an official word for them. Yes. So origin of this word, Greek roots psychon, which means fig, and phenin, to show. So originally referring to informants or fig showers. So these people, like informants are people जो कि खबरी होते हैं basically, right? So ये खबरी actually भी ऐसे करते हैं कि suppose मेरा कोई खबरी है, वो गया किसी और राज्य में, लेट्स से मैं एक राजा हूँ या मैं एक रानी हूँ, मेरा मेरा खबरी किसी और राज्य में अगर जाता है, तो वहां जाके वो ये नहीं बताएगा कि वो मेरा खबरी है। वहां जाके वो उन लोगों में घुलेगा मिलेगा, उनके लिए चीजें करेगा। क्यों? ताकि उसको इंफॉर्मेशन मिले, ताकि उसकी बेनिफिट के लिए उसको चीजें पता चले, राइट? So describe someone who flatters or ingratiates themselves with others, often those insincere flattery or servility. So these are the forms: sycophancy and sycophanetic, which is an adjective. Now there are some related words. Now related word is diaphanous, right? Comes from the root phenin, and diaphanous, transparent or nearly transparent, often applied to thin, gauzy material, because di means through, phenin means to show. So you can see through, basically. So that is what, that's called what? diaphanous. So we often say that this cloth is a see-through. So it's basically a diaphanous, it has a diaphanous material, right? Now, next is dabbler. Just a second. I hope I am audible and visible. What is... Okay. Yes. So next personality is dilettante. So this word sounds very, very nice to my ears. I don't know why. But it means that actually I relate to this also, and this is not negative also. So you pursue the arts, this person, the personality, dilettante. This person pursues the art, but not professionally. No monetary gain, nothing. So this person casually, for fun, they pursue some art, right? But not professionally. They earn no money with this particular art, whatever they do, just for their own pastime or for their own fun. For example, I draw, I paint. So, and I paint pretty well, you know, but I'm not doing it professionally. But that art, I like doing it. It's for my fun. It's for my to recreation. It's for my recreation. It's for basically for some escape. So that makes me a dilettante, and I do it often. So it is actually in my personality. So yeah, this came, and yes, let me tell you that this has become my personality since 2020. उससे पहले मैंने आर्ट कभी नहीं किया था, बट मैंने करना शुरू किया, तो I do it regularly. So now it has become a part of my personality. So, dilettante comes from Italian dilettare, which means to delight. So yes, this art we do for what? For our own happiness, fun, for delight, for joy, right? So someone engaged in art, music, or science for enjoyment rather than professionally, often with a superficial approach. Okay, fine. Now, adjective, dilettantish and dilettantism. Yeah, you don't really need to, uh, need to learn it, right? Just know the word and know the meaning. Now, related to words, let's see. Now these are related words. Virtuoso, someone with exceptional skills in the arts, especially music. Now, Italian plural for this particular word, dilettante, is dilettante, right? I am a dilettante, but if I have 3, 4, 5 more people here who are of similar personality type, that would be called, these people together would be called what? Dilettante. Now, Virago. Personality is Virago, but what's that? Let's see. So these people are loud. This term Virago is basically used for women, loud women, right? So women usually are not loud, right? So please ऐसे मत बोलना कि मैम क्यों loud क्यों नहीं हो सकते, हम हो सकते हैं, of course हो सकते हो. But generally, if we talk about the feminine trait. So women are soft spoken and do not speak very loud, or women are generally not aggressive. But here, virago is basically used for women who are loud, aggressive, can be quarrelsome, right? So this basically, they have kind of masculine traits, right? These women have masculine traits. So, so you have toughness, you are kind of masculine. So this is it. Basically, origin of where is a man, but I'm telling you this is for a woman. Meaning refers to a woman with stereotypically masculine traits, often loud or aggressive. Related terms are termagant, termagant and harridan. Also describe aggressive, unrefined women. So these are two synonyms you've got for this particular word called Virago, this particular personality, Virago. So termagant and harridan. Now, super patriot. Let's see who are these people. So these people believe in the religion, in the country, in the possessions. We are patriots, but these people are super patriots, right? So excessive किसी चीज का excessive वैसे तो if you believe in your country तो ये excessive ही होना चाहिए, but maybe this is in a negative way that you actually ignore if something wrong is happening and you do not raise your voice for that because it's your religion and your country, right? So patriot सब होते हैं, होना चाहिए, है हम लोग जिस देश का खाएंगे, जिस देश में रहेंगे उस देश के लिए डेडिकेटेड भी तो होंगे, राइट? बट हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एक्सेसिवली. जैसे क्रिटिसाइज करना होता है वैसे ही ओवर क्रिटिसाइज करना भी होता है, जैसे प्रेज करना होता है वैसे ही ओवर प्रेज करना भी होता है, राइट? हर चीज का एक्सेसिव फॉर्म होता है. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो एक्सेसिव. So your affiliations are superior in your eyes and you promote them strongly. Promoting is fine, but feeling and thinking that you are superior, that sometimes become obnoxious, right? So the personality is called chauvinist. Is called what? Chauvinist. Let's see more. So chauvinists are extreme patriots. Origin was Nicholas Chauvin, a soldier who blindly admired Napoleon's, refers to excessive or exaggerated patriotism. So see, कई बार words का कोई ऐसे root नहीं होता, but किसी के suppose let's say आयुष है हमारी क्लास में एक, और आयुष ने कुछ ऐसा किया मतलब आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स, एकदम ही अलग, मतलब हो सकता है आयुष के नाम पे एक वर्ड बन जाए, है ना? हो सकता है, बहुत बड़ी बात नहीं है, ठीक है? So related words are patriotic, normal pride in one's country, chauvinistic, obnoxiously proud and boastful. So ये थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस इन्होंने बता दिया हमको, ये रिलेटेड वर्ड्स हैं बट डिफरेंस हमको पता चल गया कि नॉर्मल प्राइड इन वंस कंट्री जो सबको होता है, बट chauvinistic इज obnoxiously proud and boastful. ठीक है? नाउ पिटर्नल रूट वर्ड. सो ये जो हमारे पेट्रियोटिक आते हैं उसके रूट वर्ड्स देख लेते हैं. कुछ कुछ है जैसे कि पेट्रिमोनी, विच मीन इनहेरिटेंस फ्रॉम वंस फादर, राइट? पेट्रोनाइमिक नेम ड्राइव्ड फ्रॉम वंस फादर, लाइक जॉनसन. चलो इसको हटा देते हैं. पेटर्निटी लीव जैसे होता है, जैसे मटर्निटी लीव होता है, वैसे ही फादरहुड. एग्जाम्पल पेटर्निटी सूट, लेट्स से. पैट्रियार्क, patriarch, fatherly figure in authority. Patricide is killing one's father. Now from here, these all the next 3-4 slides are going to be very, very depressing. So patricide, so side, basically the root word side, it means killing, is related to killing. ठीक है? So जहां पे भी साइड आएगा, CIDE, which it means killing, it is related to killing, right? So patricide is killing of one's father. Now similarly, जैसे maternal words का जैसे root मैटर का है मदर, मीनिंग मदर है लैटिन, वैसे ही ये पिटर्नल यहाँ पे जो है इसका पैटर्न होता है, which means father. Father. Now examples: matriarch, female head of family or tribe. Maternity, motherhood. Matron, mature women, often with motherly characteristics. Alma mater, one's former school or college. Matrimony, marriage. Matricide. Hmm. All right. I told you it's going to be depressing. Now, कॉमन फॉर्म्स कुछ देख लेते हैं सुसाइड से रिलेटेड आई टोल्ड यू CID is killing and here SUI SU is one self ठीक है adjective is suicidal fratricide is killing one's brother because frater means brother sororicide just a second yeah sororicide is soror here is sister, so killing one's sister. Homicide is killing a human being because homo means human. Regicide is killing of king because reg or rex, the root word means king. Euxodicide is killing one's wife. Matricide killing one's husband. Matricide killing one's. No, 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 no. No, this is wrong. Um, Infanticide, it should be mother. Infanticide means newborn infant. Infant का मतलब ही newborn होता है. So killing a newborn. जेनोसाइड जेनोसाइड के बारे में हमने बहुत न्यूज़ सुनी होंगी which is killing an entire race or nation a lot of people a group of people uh, parasite killing one's parents so you don't these kind of words will be useful in while you read a newspaper right because newspapers do have such words and they have such news right so these words can be useful there words are always useful though you can always you might learn a word today and you might find it in some other book tomorrow right so it's fine kind of depressing. I know. I was last year. I was teaching this these some of the words, but not all. I never taught the entire word power made easy to anybody. But I made some slides, 4 5 slides to show to my students to make them understand what is etymology. So one of my students said, "Ma'am, please skip this slide. It is very depressing." And then I realized that actually I was seeing it from a teacher's perspective that I just have to teach these words to my students. But then the moment the student said, I realized that no matter what, we are all human beings and we get uncomfortable with such words. So uh, uh, that student was one very sensitive, very cute student. So I realized that, yeah, let me talk also about it from the next time and just make the students comfortable that it's okay. These are just words and it's fine, right? All right. So moving forward, now let's just see family related words जो कि हमने पीछे पढ़ चुके हैं roots frater brother soror sister uxor wife uxoricide पढ़ा था ना killing of a wife maritus is husband so fraternize you can just take the screenshot of this entire slide right fraternize to have a brotherly relationship with someone or your own brother fraternal brotherly fraternity, a men's organization in high school, sorority, a women's organization, uxorious, describing a man excessively devoted to his wife, uxorial, pertaining to a wife or her duties, marital, relating to marriage, right? And then marital marriage. Extramarital is outside marriage. Premarital is before marriage. ये marital वाला तो we all know, I guess, right? Now regal, yes, regal term. Rex, I told you, which is king. So royal, magnificent, or fit for a king. Example, regal reception. Noun is regality. Regalia, the symbol or formal attire associated with royalty or high status. Example, military regalia or general uniform, general's uniform. So regalia, if you guys live anywhere near Noida Sector 62, Indrapuram, so you know that there's this building, Regalia Heights. And Regalia Heights was Indrapuram's tallest building at one time. It was the only building, in fact, with 24 floors. It was the first building, just with 24 floors there. So uska naam hai Regalia Height. And at the top of that particular building, they have this dome kind of thing, like this. A dome kind of a thing, something like that. And they have named it Regalia Heights. So yeah, it's, I don't know, it's kind of royal for them. Okay, fanatic. Now let's just see what we're talking about. So these people are obsessed with one thing, whether it's work, whether it's a hobby, or anything, family maybe. So this intense focus becomes all consuming, even boring to others, right? So these are what? Monomaniac. Why? Mono is one. I hope you guys remember we have learned these words. Mono is one, जैसे कि monogamy, जैसे कि monopoly, right? If you remember these words, I hope you do. So mono is one, monomaniac, person which has, maniac is basically obsession, so person who has an obsession with one particular thing, monomaniac. So type of manias, obsession, let's see, monomania, an obsession with one particular thing, dipsomania, uncontrollable desire for alcohol. So you might know one person like this who is our dipsomania. I know. So when I learned this word around 8 years back, I wrote that person's name. I know this is very, very personal. So I wrote dipsomania and I wrote that person's name in the bracket because we actually lost him because of this particular thing, right? So, and was a very, very close person, one of my cousins, in fact. So you can just write that person's name beside this word. And you can also tell them that you are this. I'm sure you must be frustrated also because I was. Anyway, kleptomania, an irresistible urge to steal without economic need, even if you do not need something, let's say this pen, I don't even need it, but I steal it. Why? Because I am a kleptomania. Okay. Now, pyromania, pyromania, a compulsion to set fires. Yes, these people, I don't know, they are just compelled. They just want to set fire. And this is basically for, for financial gain as well. So I don't know what it was written in the book. So I don't know in what sense a person would gain financial, financial things, or but for gain financial benefits by setting fire. I have no idea. But yes, it was written there. So just remember that it is a compulsion to set fire. These people like to set fires. Maybe I don't know if they said it metaphorically that you might set fire between people or what. But yeah, this is it. Now next is megalomania, delusion of grandeur or power, common in historical figures with the god complex. Adjective, uh, megalomaniacal. Related words are megaphone, device that amplifies sound. So megalomania basically are people who have, delusion of power. They want, and they think they're in this delusion that they have a lot of power, right? Now there's nymphomania, excessive sexual desire in women. This is called nymphomania. And satiromania is excessive sexual desire in men. So now you have two words, two such words that you can actually use without being embarrassed if you want to use them, or you want to write. If you're a writer, you write blogs or whatsoever, so these words you can use. And so we've learned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Imagine we've learned 7 words, which are what would we call somebody who is, who has an uncontrollable desire for alcohol? We will call them alcoholic, but now we know that they are dipsomania, right? So this teaches us a lot. Do take a screenshot. Now, common phobias. Phobia is basically fear. So जहाँ पे भी phobia आएगा, it is about fear. So claustrophobia is a fear of confined spaces and crowds, right? These people who have claustrophobia cannot sit in the car. They feel comfortable, uncomfortable while sitting in the car as well, right? So claustro is basically a closed space. That is closed basically is claustro. So claustrophobia. Agoraphobia. Agoraphobia. There's this word which is very long and it has phobia in it. I don't know, I don't remember it. Hippopotomonstrophobia, something like that, and it means that fear of long words, and it is in itself a very very long word. I don't remember. You must Google it. So agoraphobia, fear of open spaces or large public areas. Person agoraphobe, if you have those, so you are an agoraphobe. Acrophobia, fear of height, such as looking out from high places. Person acrophobe. So acrophobia is a fear of height. You might stand on the top of the building and you look down and you just go crazy. So that's basically acrophobia, because acro here means it means height or tip or beginning of something, right? That is acro. Now, attacker. Let's just see who these are. Iconoclast. So these people challenge established belief and customs. We all know such people. Viewing them as obstacles, traditional ideas, in your view, lack rationality or hinder progress. So iconoclasts basically they challenge beliefs. Let's say you have a belief and they'll challenge it. Like how? They'll just tell you that why this is incorrect or why this shouldn't be like this. These are those people. Mm-mm. Sorry, guys. Huh. So let's just see Aya kahan se. So iconoclast, a person who challenges and seek to break down conventional beliefs, traditionals, and reward symbols, exposing them as myths. The term comes from a word icon, which means image, and claim to break. So they want to the image that has been made already, the image which has been there for so many years. They just want to challenge it and they want to break it. So when we enter our adolescence, uh this often exhibits. So we often exhibit what? Iconoclasm, right? So we become iconoclasts basically. So what we exhibit when we become adolescent, because that is a process of we getting older and we growing, and that it is a part of our development, right? So we might become like that, and there are beliefs of there are things that our parents believe in. They have their own belief. And sometimes it happens that we do not believe in that, right? So we challenge that. So, but here it is on a large scale, right? So, iconoclast, we do not have that in our personality, but we do sometimes. So, that is when we exhibit iconoclasm. Skeptic. Let's see. Who are these people who are being skeptical? So these people are firmly convinced and they know and they are 100% sure that there is no God. They do not believe in God. They they do not believe. They believe in science, let's say. Maybe, yeah. Even if they don't believe in science, they definitely don't believe in God. So this personality is called atheist. Somebody who's an atheist is somebody who do not believe in God or the existence of God. So atheist is a person who doesn't believe in God. A is not, and THEI or THEOS means God, right? So atheist means who does not believe in God. Agnostic. Now, agnostic and atheist has a difference. Agnostic is a person who believes that the existence of God is unknowable. It cannot be proved, basically, right? So, A and gnostos means known. Gnostos, known. Gnostos is known, right? So, something which is not known. So, that is agnostic. So, for clarification, atheism is basically denial of existence. They do not believe only that God is there. But agnosticism is that they feel that the God is there, but they feel that God's existence, it cannot be proved or disproved, right? They might believe or they might not believe, right? But they think they are neutral, basically. Let's say they are just neutral. They say that वी डू नॉट नो. जो हमने देखा नहीं उसके बारे में हम कैसे कहें कि वो है नहीं, और जो हमने देखा नहीं उसके बारे में हम कैसे कहें कि वो है. इट्स लाइक दैट. सिंपल. Okay, so let's just see more terms. Gnostos, which means known. So now diagnosis. Diagnosis क्या होता है? किसी भी disease का diagnosis मतलब if we look at it from the medical perspective, so diagnosis होता है जब भी हमको देखना होता है कि क्या बीमारी है, क्या प्रॉब्लम है, क्या नहीं है. So knowing through examinations. Dia means true, right? हमने पढ़ा था अभी थोड़ी देर पहले. Diaphanous में. हाँ. So the verb is diagnose. Prognosis, a prediction or forecast typically about a disease based on prior knowledge. Pro means before. The verb is prognosticate. So diagnostic test is, it when we take a diagnostic test, it assesses a student's current knowledge, whereas prognostication or prognostic test also it can be called. It gives a prediction based on the current evidence, right? So the current performance, it will give us a prediction that if I have scored 90 this time, I might score 95 next time, right? On the basis of the current evidence. And if they take my diagnostic test, they will know how knowledgeable I am right now, currently. Now, let's see. Theos, which means God. So monotheism means somebody who believes in one God. Polytheism believes in many gods. Why? Because poly means many, right? Polygamous, if you must remember. If you don't, go back, watch the sessions. Pantheism, I hope you remember pan India, pan all. It means all. So believe that God encompasses all forces of the universe. So pantheism, basically they believe in all God, and they feel that the force, the power is there in all the universe, right? It is there. Theology is study of God and religion. Why? Because logy or logos means study. ये लो यहाँ पे लिखा भी है, right? And a person who studies about God is a theologian. Adjective is theological. And here बाकी person, pantheist, polytheist, monotheist, adjectives are also there. Now, let's see who are these warriors. These people constantly believe that, right? Do you remember the word? What was that? Neuropsychotic problems. Neuropsychotic problems. These people believe that they feel that we are sick. Even if no, neuropsychotic basically, okay, neuropsychotic में होता है कि they are not sick internally, but they feel that they are sick. And कभी कभी evidence भी होता है कि they are sick, right? They have fever, but it is not because they had that fever because of viral or something, but they had it in their brain, and their body perceived it like that they have, and they actually get fever. So it's there in the brain. If you remember, I gave this example also of my sister, that before each exam she used to get fall sick. She used to fall sick. So it is like that only. So you constantly believe you are ill despite no evidence, no medical evidence. These health concerns stem over from anxiety, need for attention, or not physical ailment or whatsoever. So this personality is called hypochondriac. Hypochondriac. Let's see more about it. सो अंडर एंड ओवर का डिफरेंस जैसे हाइपर टेंशन और हाइपोटेंशन होता है ना, वो हम समझ लेते हैं क्या है. सो हाइपोकॉन्ड्रिया, morbid anxiety about one's health derived from hypos, which means under, and chondros, cartilage of the breastbone. Now hypos means under, so hypodermic is under skin. हमने hypodermic पहले भी पढ़ा है. Hypothyroid means underactive thyroid gland. Hypotension, low blood sugar. And hyper means over. So hypercritical, excessively fault finding. Hyperthyroidism is overactive thyroid gland. Hypertension is high blood pressure. So hyper thyroid में क्या होता है? People get fat, right? They become fat. Whereas in hypothyroid, they become thin, right? So they underweight हो जाते हैं बहुत ज़्यादा, and here overweight हो जाते हैं. So other examples are hyperacidity, hyperactive, ADHD, hypersensitive. So this is related to over, when something is over, and hypo is under. Chalo. Now all these words are done. In fact, there was one more. I don't know why it is not here. I forgot to put it, I guess. It was this word. Lecher. Leisure. So this is not there in the slide. In fact, I did not put it intentionally because let me tell you, it is your homework. You can Google about it. You can learn more about it. I did not write this slide here because I was not very comfortable in teaching you all these words. You can just go and search more about these words. And this is the word. You can go, search, learn, and tell me that did you learn? Did you do your homework? Right? And just believe in yourself, in me, and in everybody else, and in the God's plan. Of course, if you are not an atheist and you believe in God, then okay. But if you are an atheist, believe in yourself and believe in everybody and believe in the positive power of the universe. I don't know what power it is, if it's God or not, but there is some power, right? That too we all believe. We all believe that there are negative powers and and positive powers. There are negative vibes and positive vibes, right? So let's just believe. All the best, do well, stay connected, and this was session 28 to 31. Now session 32 onwards will come very, very soon. All the best. Bye bye. See you. Mm-mm. Bye.